Long ago, in the vibrant town of Udi nestled amidst the rolling hills of Enugu, there lived a young man named Chukwudi. Born into a family of yam farmers, he had grown up tending the fields, his hands raw from toil and his heart yearning for a future beyond the endless horizon. Udi was a place where the air buzzed with the sound of cicadas, and the nights were punctuated by the rhythm of traditional drums during moonlit festivals. But for all its charm, Chukwudi felt confined, his spirit restless and longing for something more. At 20, he bid his family farewell, carrying little more than a small leather bag, a pair of worn sandals, and a heart full of hope. "I am going to Lagos," he declared to his parents. "I will find work and bring back wealth that will elevate our family." His mother wept, pressing a small wooden carving of Amadioha, the god of thunder, into his hands. "Let the gods guide you, my son," she whispered. Lagos, with its towering buildings and ceaseless cacophony, overwhelmed Chukwudi. The streets teemed with life, hawkers calling out their wares, downfall buses honking aggressively, and the salty breeze of the nearby ocean mixing with the scent of sizzling suya. But beneath the city's vibrant exterior lay a harsh reality that soon ensnared Chukwudi. For years, he struggled, taking on any job he could find. He worked as a bricklayer under the scorching sun, his muscles aching from carrying heavy loads. At night, he slept on a thin mat in a crowded room shared with other migrants. He sold sachet water in traffic, swept streets, and even served as a bus conductor, enduring insults from impatient passengers. Yet, for all his efforts, his earnings barely covered his meager meals. 8 years passed in this cycle of toil and despair. Chukwudi began to wonder if the gods had forsaken him. He avoided calls from his family, ashamed to admit his failure. The dreams he once nurtured seemed like distant stars, unreachable and fading. One fateful evening, as Chukwudi sat by the lagoon, watching the waves lap against the shore, he met a man who would change his life. The man, dressed simply yet exuding an air of confidence, introduced himself as Obinna. "You look like someone carrying the weight of the world," Obinna said, his voice warm and inviting. Chukwudi hesitated but eventually poured out his heart. Obinna listened intently, nodding occasionally. When Chukwudi finished, Obinna smiled. "Your story is not unique," he said. "Many come to Lagos searching for gold and find only dust. But have you ever considered the world of technology?" Chukwudi frowned. "Technology? I don't even know how to use a computer." Obinna laughed. "Neither did I when I started. But technology is the future, my brother. If you're willing to learn, I can show you a path that will change your life." True to his word, Obinna took Chukwudi under his wing. He introduced him to a small community of young tech enthusiasts who gathered in a shared workspace in Yoba. The room buzzed with energy, the air filled with the hum of laptops and animated discussions about coding, graphic design, and digital marketing. Chukwudi's first lessons were humbling. He struggled to understand basic computer functions, often feeling like a fish out of water. But Obinna was patient, and the community's encouragement spurred him on. Day by day, Chukwudi's confidence grew. By the early months of the year, he was delving into web development, marveling at his ability to create something from nothing with a few lines of code. By September, Chukwudi's hard work bore fruit. He received an offer from one of Nigeria's leading tech companies. The letter, printed on crisp white paper, felt like a tangible manifestation of all his sacrifices. The salary was beyond his wildest dreams, and the position came with benefits that included housing and training opportunities abroad. News of Chukwudi's success spread quickly. When he returned to Udi for Christmas that year, the entire village gathered to welcome him. His parents, now frail but glowing with pride, embraced him tightly. Chukwudi's arrival was marked by a grand feast, with bowls of jollof rice, spicy nkwobi, and steaming pots of pepper soup. As the festivities unfolded, Chukwudi shared his story, emphasizing the lessons he had learned. "Our people say, Oki daika MMA noag bemo aik. Patience and hard work bring good fortune. But more than that, we must adapt and embrace change. The world is moving forward, and so must we. The village elders nodded in approval, and the younger generation listened with rapt attention. Chukwudi's journey became a beacon of hope, inspiring many to explore opportunities beyond their traditional paths. In the years that followed, Chukwudi did not forget his roots. He established a tech training center in Udi, providing free education to young people eager to learn. The center became a hub of innovation, transforming the lives of many and fostering a new generation of tech-savvy individuals. Chukwudi's story spread far and wide, earning him the nickname, the Weaver of Digital Dreams. Through his resilience and determination, he wove a tapestry of hope and possibility, proving that even the most challenging journeys can lead to extraordinary destinations. Success brought not only joy but also challenges. As Chukwudi's training center flourished, he began facing resistance from local competitors who felt threatened by his presence. Rumors spread, accusing him of using mystical powers to achieve his rapid rise. One night, his center was vandalized, the walls defaced with ominous warnings. Armed with this advice, Chukwudi reached out to his detractors, inviting them to collaborate instead of compete. Slowly, the animosity began to thaw, and the training center became a Chukwudi called a meeting with the village elders. "I am here to bring progress," he said. "But it seems not everyone welcomes change. What should I do?" The elders, after much deliberation, advised him to consult a local dibia, a wise herbalist known for mediating conflicts and seeking the will of the gods. Chukwudi visited the dibia, a frail but sharp-eyed man named Motsi Okachukwu. In the dimly lit shrine, filled with the scent of burning herbs, the dibia performed rituals to seek guidance. "The gods say your path is righteous," Motsi Okachukwu declared. "But progress often stirs envy. You must stand firm, for your lights will dispel the darkness. However, you must also build bridges. Engage those who oppose you and turn them into allies." Symbol of unity in the community. The training center, now a haven for innovation, attracted attention beyond Udi. Journalists and NGOs visited to witness the transformative work being done. Chukwudi's efforts gained recognition, and he received invitations to speak at conferences about leveraging technology to empower rural communities. But amidst the accolades, Chukwudi remained grounded. He often reminded his students, "Never forget where you come from. Your roots give you strength, and your journey shapes your destiny." One quiet evening, Chukwudi sat alone under the ancient Udola tree in his family compound. The tree, a symbol of wisdom and continuity, had witnessed generations of his family's struggles and triumphs. As the wind rustled its leaves, Chukwudi felt a strange sense of calm wash over him. In the stillness, he thought he heard whispers. It was the voice of his late grandmother, who had often told him folktales under this very tree. "The path you walk is not yours alone," the voice seemed to say. "It is a bridge between the past and the future." Inspired, Chukwudi decided to expand the training center's scope. Beyond teaching technology, he introduced lessons on Igbo culture, storytelling, and values. He believed that innovation should not come at the cost of identity. "We must move forward," he told his team, "but we must carry our heritage with us." As the center grew, so did its challenges. Funding became a pressing issue, and Chukwudi often used his salary to keep the programs running. When a promised grant fell through, he felt the weight of despair creeping back. But the community, inspired by his dedication, rallied together. Farmers donated produce to feed the students, and artisans offered their skills to repair the center. Their collective effort paid off. An international tech foundation, moved by Chukwudi's story, provided a substantial grant. With the funds, the center acquired state-of-the-art equipment, hired more instructors, and launched programs in nearby villages. The trials strengthened Chukwudi's resolve. He realized that the journey of transformation was not just his own but a shared mission. Together with his community, he continued to weave dreams into reality. One morning, Chukwudi received an unexpected email from an organization in the United States. They had heard about his efforts in rural Nigeria and wanted to collaborate on a global initiative to bring technology to underserved communities. The proposal promised resources and mentorship, but it required him to spend time abroad to oversee the project's development. Chukwudi faced a difficult decision. Leaving Udi again felt like abandoning his roots, but he knew the opportunity could open doors for his community. He gathered his team and the village elders to discuss the matter. After much debate, the consensus was clear: go and make us proud. We will hold the fort in your absence. With a heavy but determined heart, Chukwudi prepared for his next journey, carrying the hopes of his people with him. As the plane soared into the sky, Chukwudi gazed out the window, watching Lagos fade into a sprawling patchwork of earth and water. His mind raced with anticipation and apprehension. The prospect of collaborating with an international organization filled him with hope, but he also felt the weight of his community's trust resting heavily on his shoulders. Arriving in San Francisco, Chukwudi was struck by the stark contrast to Lagos. The city's towering skyscrapers glistened in the sunlight, and the air buzzed with innovation. He was welcomed warmly by the representatives of the organization, who marveled at the impact of his training center in Udi. In the weeks that followed, Chukwudi immersed himself in learning about cutting-edge technologies, project management, and global partnerships. He attended workshops, networked with tech leaders, and shared his story at conferences. Each time he spoke, his words carried the spirit of his homeland, drawing admiration and support from audiences. The collaboration bore fruit quickly. The organization provided advanced tools and resources to Chukwudi's center in Udi. They also introduced an online platform that allowed students in rural Nigeria to connect with mentors from around the world. The center became a hub of global innovation, and its impact rippled through the community. Farmers learned to use mobile apps to monitor weather patterns and improve crop yields. Artisans discovered platforms to market their crafts to international buyers. Young people found opportunities to earn income through freelancing and remote jobs. The center's success began to inspire other communities to replicate the model. Back in Udi, the rapid transformation attracted both praise and envy. Some accused Chukwudi of exploiting his people for personal gain, while others spread rumors that the international collaboration was a front for foreign exploitation. The whispers of dissent grew louder, and Chukwudi's family began receiving anonymous threats. Determined to address the issues, Chukwudi returned to Udi for a community meeting. Standing before a restless crowd, he spoke from the heart. "I have not forgotten where I come from," he said. "Every step I take, I carry you with me. This progress is for all of us, but it can only thrive if we stand united." His words, coupled with testimonies from beneficiaries of the training center, eased tensions. Yet, Chukwudi knew that true progress required more than words. It required continued effort, patience, and unity. In the years that followed, Chukwudi's name became synonymous with hope and resilience. His training center in Udi continued to flourish, producing leaders, entrepreneurs, and changemakers. His story was a testament to the power of perseverance, community, and the belief that, no matter the odds, dreams could be realized. And in that small village, beneath the shade of the udala tree, the winds whispered a new tale, one of endless possibility, where past and future danced together in harmony.